Happy holidays and blessings, prosperous energy, and peace to everyone. If you don't celebrate the holidays, I'm still sending you peace, love, and light. I'm not that big on them myself, but I just do what resonates, you know? That's what you gotta do. This is gonna be a pretty random video. I just wanted to give a little motivation to parents and kids, whatever resonates, moms, dads. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming to focus on a little one, you know? I don't think that parenting is hard. I really don't. I'm really particular with my words, so humans make things hard, firstly. Secondly, it can get overwhelming. It can be a lot, but it's not hard. To show up for your kid, to raise your kid, that's really like common sense, you know? We've been doing it for ages. Now, when it comes to positive and negative things, that's when it can get a little bit more difficult. I'm all for the gentle parenting, you know, because that other stuff clearly didn't work. Like, look at y'all. You feel me? Try a different approach. Evolve. Got my baby right now. Not. Let's see if you can see him. Just a little bit. Yeah, he's asleep. He's so cute. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little motivation because I know we're all raised a little bit differently. Some of us with less nurturing from both parents, one of the parents, or some of us have no parents. And I think that that's just sad. With all that being said, you make life hard or easy. Being there for your kid, showing up for your kid, it's not hard. I'm gonna start with the mothers. Nurturing your baby is as simple as holding them, as simple as giving them a kiss and letting them know that, like, no matter what, you'll always be there for them. Encouragement, you know? I think that often in this society, we can get a little bit lost in our own lives, our own struggles. And for all mothers, like, if you're a baby daddy, significant other, loved one, father of your child, doesn't want to be present or is a negative entity when it comes to your relationship or just raising our kids, you need to go ahead and let that go. Okay? Let the whole white picket fence, perfect family shit go. Because the older generations are at an all-time high for divorces right now. You can do whatever you want, you feel me? But keep that in mind. And it has nothing to do with like old versus young, I'm just spitting wisdom right here. I just felt like that was necessary to say because all that other stuff that y'all were doing clearly was not working, you know? And I don't ever think that that's okay when it comes to a kid. That's also a way to nurture your kid and make sure your kid is okay. Having them in a positive environment. If you can't do nothing else, at least do that. Regardless, if you gotta live in a car, goddammit, live in your car and get it together. And I'm just speaking generally right now, you know? Like, I can't stand hearing or seeing toxic nature when it comes to parenting or like seeing what kids, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't like it. The least you can do as a mom is make that distinction because we are very intuitive. The most intuitive being on the planet, honestly. Let's argue. Now we can debate, I don't argue, but I'm for real. Like, at the very least, you can distinguish, okay, my child seems a little depressed, you know? My child is being affected by all this arguing. My child is being affected by all this moving around, by all this, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case. And then another thing too, if you have like teenagers or teenage sons, it's important to really, really pay attention to their mental health. They deal with a lot. I'm not gonna speak too much of my opinion about schooling and all that, because that, ooh, hold on, wait. Yeah, and I'm giving Barbie. You already know what the fuck going on. But yeah, anyways, Gemini, sorry. Pay attention to your teenagers' mental health and just kids in general, but especially when they're becoming teens. They hide a lot more things can take place. And if you're not a parent that they feel comfortable talking to, they can hide a lot, you know? I have personal experience with that when I was in high school. I just wanted to touch bases on that. That's for both parents. But back to mothers, you know, you're meant to nurture. So if you're not hugging your baby, kissing your baby, loving your baby, work on it. You feel what I'm saying? Because they didn't ask to be here. Check in on their mental health, especially in today's times, you know? A lot of people know that the real New Year starts in spring, but in society, it's the new year. That can be a lot of pressure sometimes, especially if some people don't have it figured out. So I wanted to touch bases on that, and don't beat yourself up, you know? Like, today I was like debating, like, oh, should I go for a walk? It's kind of cold, but the sun's out, like, you know? And then I was like, you know what? I'm about to bundle this baby up, and we're going for a walk, because walks in nature is good for my mental health, mommy. So if mommy's mental health is good, baby's mental health is good. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, stay away from toxicity, especially if you just had a baby or if you're pregnant, because, you know, we're portals. Not gonna get too much into that either. That can be a whole nother video. If you want me to touch more bases on conscious things like that, like portals and when women are pregnant, I can. Just leave it in the comments. But we're way more sensitive after a baby, and my cousin actually taught me that. I knew, like, when you were pregnant you were, but after a baby I didn't really like peep that. And she was like, yeah, you know, stay isolated, stay to yourself and ground. And I'm just so happy I have this time to do that. So that's some advice too to women that are just now having a baby, about to have a baby. Stay to yourself. It's good to have a support system, but you're so, what's the word? You're so vulnerable at that point. And having negative people around or near you, it just can't always be good. That was for all the queens. Now for our kings. Hold on, this light is hold on a second. Oh. This light is definitely pretty. Boo, what you looking at? Okay. For all the kings, I think that is same thing. Focus on your mental health so that your significant other's mental health is good, and you're making sure she's in her feminine or whatever you're into, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure that that person can breathe and that person is okay. Thought I heard a bike. Make sure that you're giving pure, natural love. If you feel like your queen is negative, she not making you happy, you just so stressed out every time you come home from work, you might want to leave her alone. Like, there's 7 billion, billion? Those numbers ain't right. It's a lot of people on this planet, you feel me? So, I think you are what you attract, in a sense. So, as soon as you're ready to let toxicity go, positivity will come to you. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. I know that y'all are like the providers and a lot of people depend on y'all, and it's true, you know, y'all are natural born leaders, but a king ain't nothing without a queen, vice versa. You can be something, but you stronger together. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I love all the I'm independent, I'm this and that, but you over there miserable. So don't make that your frequency, because community is important. So kings, just know that you have a community. My phone's about to die. But kings, just remember that you have a community. And a good king, a good leader will always be backed up by his supporters. So keep that in mind. Don't think that you just have to do everything alone. And What else did I want to say to all the kings out there? I literally went in a circle. Use your queens to manifest. And I don't want to get into too much detail, but during intimacy or even just manifesting, praying, whatever you like to say, use your queen's energy, because we're very, very powerful. Especially if the energy is pure and it's a lot of love there. You can use that if y'all are on the same page, put your minds together, and you can accomplish so much. So, yeah, don't beat yourself up, parents. Just keep living, keep having fun. Remember that the happier you are, the happier your kids will be. Don't beat yourself up about these holidays and these solar returns, B-days, whatever you want to call it. Because at the end of the day, it's a party over here every day. No, I'm playing. It'll be all right if you can't do it this year or this month or next month, you know? As long as you're showing up and being there, kids really don't care about that materialistic type of stuff. I think being there physically is more important than any of that. Just keep that in mind when you're buying all this stuff for these holidays every year, maxing out y'all accounts, and you feel what I'm saying? I just want my baby to live a whole different life. But that's neither here nor there. So, oh, for the kids, for the young adults, whatever you want to call it, stay true to yourself, follow your dreams, don't let anything stop you. Don't be so attached. I really wish that someone could tell me that when I was younger. I was always kind of like distant into myself, but I was really attached to other people's perceptions of me. So don't be so attached. You're gonna grow, you're gonna change. If you know what you love to do right now, cherish that and don't let anybody change your mind, ever. And that's all, folks. I hope you guys have a wonderful rising. And if you are a parent, go ahead and subscribe right now, because we got something in common. So don't just watch this video, and that's crazy to me. Most of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. What are you doing? If you're a parent, if you know parents, send this to them, and everybody subscribe and like the video.